Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. First things first, what is this intake manifold, runner control, or IMRC system all about? Think of it as a way for your engine to breathe more efficiently. Your engine's intake manifold has a set of butterfly valves, kinda like little doors. At low engine speeds, these valves stay closed. This creates a longer, narrower path for the air coming into the engine. This longer path increases the air's velocity, which helps create better torque and fuel economy when you're just cruising around town. It makes the engine more responsive from a standstill. Now, what happens when you step on the gas and your RPMs climb? That's when the magic happens. Above a certain RPM, usually around 3,500 to 4,000 RPM, the engine's computer, the ACU, commands the IMRC actuator to open those butterfly valves. This massive influx of air is exactly what the engine needs to produce maximum horsepower at higher speeds. It's a secret behind that VTEC light surge you feel in many Honda and Acura models. So, in short, the IMRC system optimizes airflow for either low-end torque or high-end power, giving you the best of both worlds. What does this mean for your driving experience? You might notice a rough idle, a slight hesitation when you first accelerate, and potentially a decrease in your fuel mileage. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose when you only need a small sip. The engine isn't getting that high-velocity air it needs for a smooth, efficient start. Now, let's get to the important part. What causes this P1077 code? This little electronic valve is what controls the vacuum that operates the actuator. Over time, it can get clogged with gunk, fail electrically, or just wear out. It's the brain of the operation, and if it's not sending the right signals, the whole system goes haywire. Another possible cause is a vacuum leak. The IMRC system relies on engine vacuum to move the actuator arm. If there's a cracked or disconnected vacuum hose, there won't be enough suction to close the valves properly. Less common, but still possible, is a problem with the actuator itself or the linkage that connects it to the valves. And in rare cases, the butterfly valves inside the intake manifold could be physically jammed with carbon buildup. Alright, let's talk diagnosis and repair. The first step is always a visual inspection. Pop the hood and locate the IMRC solution. It is usually mounted near the intake manifold and will have a couple of vacuum hoses and an electrical connector attached. Check those vacuum lines for any cracks, brittleness, or loose connections. A simple vacuum leak can be an easy fix. Next, you'll want to test the solenoid itself. You can do this with a handheld vacuum pump and a Then, with the engine running, check for voltage at the connector. Just disconnect the electrical plug, unhook the vacuum lines, swap out the old solenoid for the new one, and reconnect everything. Then, take the car for a drive to make sure the check engine light stays off and the problem is resolved. You should notice a smoother idle and better low-end response right away. As you can see, while the name sounds intimidating, the fix is often a simple and affordable DIY job. The most likely cause is that little IMRC. By taking a systematic approach to diagnosis, you can pinpoint the problem and get your car running smoothly again without a costly trip to the mechanic. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more helpful car repair guides. Got any questions? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.